So Wirestock just made another announcement, and unfortunately, it's no longer free. So I woke up this morning to another email from Wirestock announcing that they're going to end their free submissions. Yep, you heard that right. If you want to submit to Wirestock from now on, you're going to have to pay up. I'm Joel, and thank you for joining me today. If you're already subscribed, then you know that on this channel I share my experiences with stock photography, filmmaking, and just other randomness, which usually ends up being like kind of fun adventures or travel. So if you're not subscribed, here is your opportunity. It's that little button right down there. I'll wait. Now, if you're excited about today's video, or maybe a little sad because of the title of this video, then just type in Wirestock in the comments below. All right, now that you've done that, let's get started. Now, you may have seen one of my other videos that I've done on Wirestock.io, which is a stock photography aggregator, which had promised to make submitting to stock agencies quicker, easier, and free. Now, at the time of making this video, I've actually been using Wirestock for a little over 2.5 years. Now, I've actually made several long and detailed videos about Wirestock over the last 1.5 years or so. You can see a couple of those over here. This is basically the videos about what Wirestock is and what it was promising when it's first started. Now, I've even made additional videos every time that Wirestock would add some additional value, like partnering with an additional stock agencies. You can see some of those over here as well. And I've also been critical of Wirestock when it's necessary, like when they started limiting the number of assets that you could submit each month, when they would just take months and months to review your assets, and that's not even counting being submitted to the partner agencies, or even when they're taking promised features like portfolios and then putting them behind paywalls. I've got a video here about some of those as well. Now, I have to say that I'm actually a little bit stunned by just how quickly Wirestock has kind of gone the way of all of the other startups and disruptors, which is basically to completely break all the promises that they initially started out with. And if I'm being truly honest here, I'm also tired of making these types of videos. I don't like making critical or negative content, even if it does get views or clicks or what have you. I'd rather just focus on seeking out positivity, not only on YouTube, but also in my life. Now, having said all of that, let's go ahead and just read the announcement that I received this morning. Thank you for your contribution to Wirestock. Your portfolio stands out with great quality and originality. We want to let you know that we are changing the submission limits on Wirestock. As Wirestock is becoming more popular, we are receiving increasingly larger volumes of submissions from our content creators, which results in delays in content review and processing, growing costs of labeling, review, processing, and storage, difficulties in detecting copyright infringements, and fraudulent activities. To solve these, we are making marketplace submissions a paid portion for all accounts. Start that again. To solve these, we are making marketplace submissions a paid option for all accounts, regardless of their approval rates. Going forward, in order to submit content to marketplaces, all accounts need to subscribe to one of our premium plans. This change will not affect your previous submissions. Additionally, you can still post and sell content on Wirestock directly through your portfolio without subscribing. We will start featuring and promoting your content on Wirestock to increase your chances of having a direct sales. Okay, I have to definitely break in on this one. This is a little bit misleading. You can still post and sell your content on Wirestock directly through your portfolio without subscribing. Like, you can't set your prices or anything on that. So you're going to be limited to whatever pricing they have on the portfolio. Also, they're going to start featuring and promoting your content on Wirestock to increase your chances of having direct sales. I don't know anybody who's ever sold a single thing on Wirestock directly, even though I thought that was a really great option when it first came out, but I haven't seen them do any promotion on that. And unless you're really doing a ton of promotion, getting people to your portfolio on Wirestock, I don't know. Let me know if any of you have ever sold anything on Wirestock directly. All right, let's continue. As a gesture of our appreciation for your significant contributions, we're offering you a 50% discount on our premium plan with promo code whatever. With this exclusive offer, you can continue contributing up to 200 images per month. So again, now we're talking about, this is just in a continuation of the same promo plan they had in June, where they're giving you like 50% off, except it seems like they've even dropped the number of submissions that you get, I believe. So it used to be the 85%, like I said, you can get 300 submissions per month, but now apparently you're gonna get, I guess, I'm assuming no approval rate. They don't mention approval rate, because they said regardless of approval rates earlier on. So it looks like they're doing away with that perhaps, but then they're also reducing the amount of submissions that you get anyways down to just 200. Maybe there's a higher premium content subscription you can get. So now the question is, what do you think of this announcement, these changes? I'm just curious, let me know in the comments. Now before we go, there's one other big thing that Wirestock has been doing lately, and I haven't even commented on it because I've kind of been staying out of the whole AI thing. But they've been like they've gone hard on promoting AI content and people submitting AI images. And I don't know if you've noticed or not, but in Wirestock they have all these, they've added contests rather, kind of like what 2020 used to do, which I kind of like that aspect, but it seems like every week it's all AI focused. Additionally, they've been doing all their social media promoting is all about like submit your AI content, and make a ton of money. And then also in fact, they made a video about that on their channel as well. And they've even started their own Discord server, literally the promise of helping you make money with your AI art through upscaling and uploading directly to Wirestock. If you ask me, that's probably where the influx of all of their submission problems is coming from, is because they're getting probably tons and tons of people submitting all of this AI art, and probably a lot of it's going to be spammy because they can just pump it out and then ram it down there. So they're kind of like, that's the problem. That, and B, you can't, most partner sites, like, they don't even take AI art. They won't take outside stuff. They only use it directly because it's a huge, big legal gray area in most of the world. I don't know, a lot of agencies, they just don't want to have that limitation on there. Like for instance, Shutterstock and Adobe Stock, they will let you do, they have their own systems now set up where as contributors, like I'm a contributor there, I get money because I've agreed essentially by not canceling my account, I've agreed to let them use my images to create other AI. So fixes that legal loophole. But if you're doing stuff on Midjourney and all these other AI things, well, they don't all have those same, there's still no guarantee that art isn't going to be, found to be, infringing on someone's copyright in the future. So it's just a big gray area that I don't know why they're doubling down on this. The only thing I can think of is because it's a cash grab. It's the latest buzzword is ChatGPT and AI. So they're just wanting to make a bunch of money, and it's easy now if you can get a bunch of people that are making AI art, hey, pay us a couple bucks a month and we'll submit all of your stuff somewhere else. We promise that you're gonna make a ton of money off of it. So I don't know. Those are my quick 2 cents. That's about the most I've ever said about AI on this channel. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like this is kind of the final nail in the coffin for Wirestock. Because if they can't make this work, this last bit of cash grab or whatever, then I don't think the company's going to be around, not much longer, not unless they go completely they just keep stripping this back and make it all premium you're charging to upload. So again, there are good aspects of Wirestock. I love, I love the fact that they're helping with keywording and stuff, although it's still not the best keywording. You can kind of do better on your own. But I also like the fact that they make it easy. But like I've said in other videos, you can also use things like Microsoft Plus or XPix. These are other tools that are out there that do a far better job of keywording and stuff like that. You're still gonna have to do stuff. It's not completely automatic, but you'll probably sell stuff better if you upload your things through that, where you have more control over your description and your keywords. So those are just my 2 cents on that. Again, also remember with Wirestock, there's still no guarantee that anything you submit to Wirestock, whether it gets accepted by Wirestock itself, because remember that's 2 separate things, Wirestock will accept it and then Wirestock submits it. But there's no guarantee that they will actually submit it or it'll be accepted by any of those other partner agencies. And Wirestock doesn't have any way for you to know or to tell you, indicate that if any of your assets were actually accepted to sites like Shutterstock or Adobe Stock. You kind of have to do a manual search by searching your title or description on those sites individually to find out if it was even accepted. So again, those are some issues that you have to be aware of if you want to go all in on this and pay for the subscription and everything. Like I said, you can watch my other videos. It's not for me. I don't think it's probably the best use, but I don't know. Let me know what you think of this. Is this going to affect how you're using Wirestock currently? Or if you're planning on using Wirestock, does this change your mind or have any effect on that? Overall, I hope that this video was helpful for you with your own stock photography journey. I've got a ton of other content on this channel that you could watch if you're interested in that. I do my earnings videos as well, where I share you what I'm making. And it's not a ton of money that I'm making right now, but I'm also, like, in the last year, I have only submitted maybe 6 months, and so a lot of it's been passive. But I also share like what sells, so you can kind of get some inspiration on that, and just tools and tricks that I've learned along the way. Check that content out as well. Also, if this is helpful, you can use some of my links in the description. They're going to be affiliate links, and I will earn a small commission off those. I appreciate it. It's an easy way for you to say thanks. You can always buy me a virtual beer too, or this whole thing on YouTube, they got these things called supers you can do, which is basically like buying me a virtual beer, but you can do that as well if you want to. All right, thanks so much for watching. Until next time, and cheers.